phone cut off, but I'm gonna get straight back into it, okay? Because if we're not suffering in the lots the Lord gave us, you too busy worrying about, having a peace of mind and having fun, going on trips and spending your time like you want to spend it. It says right here, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So you trying to find your life, have all these different things going for yourself, your emotions. You trying to serve your own emotions to make sure that you good instead of doing your job, doing what the Lord told you to do. You're gonna lose your life, and then when it's too late, when all hell start breaking loose, you're gonna try to run after the Lord and seek his prophets and seek the word then, and it's gonna be too late. Let's go to Amos. Because again, the Lord is not playing. He ain't playing no more games. It ain't no more games being played in the earth. And if you playing games, that's your ass. Okay? Ain't nobody else. You the only one walking up and down the street playing. Okay? You think the Lord was playing when he wrote these words? Nah, man. Zephaniah 1 and verse Salakia. Now let's go to Amos. The book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18. All right. Amos chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you, woe meaning destruction. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. To what end is it for you? Right? The Lord is saying, what is it to you when I return? It says the day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light. So oh yeah, the Christians, I'm saved and sanctified. I can't wait till the Lord returns. Right? But what you doing to receive that salvation, to make yourself worthy of that? You got to earn that. That don't come free, and it don't come cheap. It don't come easy. You got to give your life for that. The Lord died for you, but you can't give your life and live for him. Right? So what is the day of the Lord for you? Darkness and gloominess, no light in it. It says, verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So you're going to think you getting away. This time that's coming, it ain't going to be no, let me step back and get myself together. You get away. You escape one thing. The next thing, when you feel like you got away and you leaning on the wall, a damn snake gonna bite your ass. It's gonna be wild beasts out here. This could be literal. It's gonna be wild animals out here. They gonna change their places. Beasts, all manner of creatures and beasts, newly created beasts, apparitions, ghosts, spirits, demons. All these different things is gonna be out and running rampant. Verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? Okay? No brightness. Very dark. Ain't no happiness coming to this place. Right? But and then our people, again, they're going to try to seek the prophets and seek the Lord when it's too late, when all these things start happening, all hell breaking loose, all these judgments going out. You seeing your people, your family so-called get messed up and judged, and then you seeing all the bad things happening in the earth. Now you want to seek the Lord, the power going out, the food shortages, no water, all these different things. Now you want to seek the Lord? No, let's go to Jeremiah 15 verse 1. Then said the Lord Yahweh unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. That's talking about 2/3 of our people. All right. That just think, oh, well, I'm an Israelite, so it's going to be good. No. It says the Lord going to cast you out of sight. It says, and it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, right? Who is the thee? The prophets. When the people come up to you, when all hell start breaking loose, they coming up to the prophets seeking them, right? This is what the Lord said. When they come up to you, it says, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? What they're gonna come saying? What shall we do? What should we do? Where should we go? How can we escape these judgments? It says, then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity, right? Meaning, hey, go get your judgment. You wasn't seeking the Lord before. All these judgments out, you gonna get one of them. You gonna get the sword. You gonna get death. You gonna get either death by the sword, by famine, teeth of wild beasts. It says right here, verse 3, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh. The sword to slay, which is going into the troops, the military troops, ultimately any killing instrument. It's going to be neighbor against neighbor, robbing each other for the lack of goods, resources, lack of food, lack of water. People going to be, they already doing it. In Cali, where the power outages was at, niggas went over there robbing and stealing. So how much more when it's really a drought, when it's really a famine? Like it say in 2 Ezra 15, for the lack of bread is going to be great tribulation, neighbor against neighbor. But it says, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy. That's what the Lord is appointing over 2/3 and the heathen. These are the destructions, some of the destructions the Lord is bringing. All right, so it's gonna go down. You're gonna wait till it's too late to try to get your act right, and it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be exactly too late. Isaiah 13. Let's go to Isaiah 13 and verse 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. All right, going into Babylon, when you read verse 1, and again, this is spiritual Babylon in America. Everybody over here is going to be thrust through if you ain't part of the elect, seeking the Lord, all right, serving the Lord. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, and their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. You understand that? So, and that's not just talking about from the nuclear destruction, all of the 200 million nuclear warheads that are coming over here, that are going to fall upon this place and melt it and turn it into the lake of fire. That's not just talking about that. It's talking about before then too. When people running up in the houses, these troops from other countries that don't speak English, they running up in your place, taking what you got, taking your children, doing what they want to do to your woman. All of that. It says, verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. The Medes going into the Russians. And all these other troops from the other nations, and that's going to shoot and go to war with this whore, Babylon, America. They're not going to care about no money, because they're going to have the spirit of the Lord on. The Lord is putting the spirit on them. Their part. See, that's that sword. That's one of the things of judgment the Lord is going to appoint over these people. Over here it says, they shall not care about gold or silver. It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of, it says, on the fruit. So like in 1 second. And they shall have no pity upon the fruits of the womb, I believe that says, and their eyes shall not spare. Verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Meaning that fire coming down. That place was melted with the fire of brimstone coming out of the heavens. This place is going to be with nuclear fire coming out of the heavens. The same way, but this place, it says, verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall Arabian prince tent there, neither shall the shepherds make fold there. So ain't nobody going to survive over here. You understand? So that's what's coming. Get ready. Get ready, because that's exactly what's coming. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 6. Because that's miseries. That's a part of that misery. And then the famine and nuclear fire, man. That's all the Lord sent. Isaiah 24 verse 6. It says, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate, meaning without, empty. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men are left. Ain't nobody gonna survive over here. Nobody except the elect. Okay? Isaiah 34. Let's go to Isaiah 34 and verse 2. I'm going to just start at 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. Because not only is America going to be destroyed, a lot of other countries are going to be destroyed from that nuclear war, the Third World War, that's brewing and heating up. It says, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Every single human being on the earth that's sinning against the Lord is going to be judged and punished. Okay? Most are going to be destroyed and have to come back in the kingdom through reincarnation. Okay? Through childbearing, whether you're a heathen or two-third. But most two-thirds, but there's some are going to survive to be of the heathen, to be the first fruits of slavery. All right? It says, verse 3, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up as their carcass. Their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. The Lord going to fill mountains with people. All the 8 billion people on the earth is going to be mountains filled with people. Trust that it says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved. Because people think it's a game. It's okay. You can continue thinking it's a game until the game, you lose the game. It says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, that mushroom cloud from the nuclear missiles. It says, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf, meaning the people, the armies. It says, and the leaf, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, the nukes, and behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The people of the Lord's curse, all right, first chiefly Esau, Edom. All right, so-called white man, again, over here in Babylon, America, which is Idumea, their chief place. Idumea is the chief place of Edom, where they come from. Okay, so this is the chief place today, modern day, because this is where, again, most of the Edomites are. Okay? And all of the people, 2/3 over here, and the heathen nations that are over here join hands to this devil, they're not going to go unpunished. They're going to be destroyed right along, getting the same exact judgment as them. Let's go to 2 Peter's and end it. 2 Peter's chapter 3, starting at verse. Let's see where we want to start real quick. 2 Peter chapter 3. Let's start at verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts, meaning people who don't care about this word, they scoff at this word, and then they walk after what they want to walk. They live their life for what they want to do, after their own lusts. Right? This is what's happening right now. Meanwhile, while all the prophecies coming to pass, and all hell breaking loose in the earth, people still scoffing at the scriptures, at the prophets, and the believers, and doing what they want to do. It says, verse 4, and saying, this is what they say, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. That's what people say. When is the Lord coming? He ain't coming. Everything been the same since the beginning. It's been the same for years. There ain't nothing changed. He ain't coming. That's what they say. It says, for this they willingly are ignorant of, they're willingly ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of water and in the water. It says, the heavens, by the word, the heavens, it says, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished. So the Lord made everything from the word. This word entails the past and the future, the present and the future, right? In the past, what happened? The world was overflowed by water, the first death. When the Lord flooded it, he told Noah to go and build the ark because the flood is coming, right? It says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So this word, everybody's like, when is the coming? When is the end? The Lord ain't coming. When then? When? The Lord is reserving. He's preserving. He's keeping this place intact until he brings that fire. It just said it. Until is reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition, meaning destruction of ungodly men, the sinners of the earth. It says, verse 8, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. So, people like, oh, it's been the same for thousands of years. But 1,000 years is just one day to the Lord. One day to us, right, is 1,000 years to the Lord. No. Yeah. One of our days, one of the Lord's days is 1,000 years. Okay, so it says, verse 9, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness. The Lord ain't taking his time. He ain't late coming. The judgment ain't late. He ain't coming late. It says, but is long suffering toward usward. The Lord is long suffering to his elect. It says, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. The trial of our faith is precious, as the scriptures say. Everything we're going through, the suffering, us bearing our cross, that's precious to the Lord. So he's taking his time to purify and refine his elect men, women, and children. He's taking his time to perfect and do his will. Okay? It says, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. So it says, but it's gonna come quick as a thief in the night. You're not gonna know when it's gonna come. You're not gonna know when it's here. That day, that great day of of destruction is gonna come like a thief in the night. It says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So everything that the Lord despises on this earth is going to be burned. And it's going to be rebuilt in the kingdom. When he establishes his kingdom, brings his elect men back down from them chariots, them so-called UFOs, the vehicles of our salvation through the holy angels, brings his men back down, the elect men. He's going to establish through those men the kingdom of heaven on the earth, right? But first, it says, the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Right? So seeing all these things, how we supposed to be behaving with fear and trembling. Okay? We supposed to be fearing the Lord right now, repenting, walking on eggshells. It says, verse 11, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? How are you supposed to be acting right now? You supposed to be showing your ass, talking shit, wasting time, being selfish and seeking your life, trying to find your life, find happiness and all these different things, emotions that you're trying to find. No, you supposed to be, it says, your conversation, your manner is supposed to be holy and godly. Okay, it says, verse 12, we're supposed to be looking for, it says, and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. We're supposed to be looking for this day, hoping that it's coming. We're supposed to be preparing ourselves, trying to meet the Lord, so when he returns, he finds faith in us. We're supposed to be building ourselves up, hoping that we're doing enough. hoping that we're giving enough diligence to make our calling and election sure. If you ain't in that mindset of fearing, being afraid of the Lord, of not doing enough, not being worthy, and in order to replace that fear, you trying to work as hard as possible. You examining yourselves, you cutting things out, fasting, praying, seeking the Lord 10 times more. If you're not in that mindset of straight fear and mourning, you ain't in the right spirit. Period. Because that's how the Lord commands us to be. That's if you wise and you applying this knowledge and wisdom, that's how you're gonna be. Knowing what's coming, knowing we're gonna need mercy and grace to get delivered out of this time, man. The worst time throughout the history of the planet Earth, anything you ever heard of or can imagine. That time, if you're not fearful of the Lord, you're not in the right spirit. It says, verse 13, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. We don't want to live here. If you trying to live it up here and be happy here, you don't want the kingdom. Ultimately, you don't want it. You don't want the new heaven and the new earth. You want to stay here. This is your rest. And if you find your life here, your consolation, your reward is going to be what you found. And you ain't getting saved. You ain't getting the first being the elect. You going to get destroyed. It says, verse 14, I'm going to end it here. Wherefore, beloved, meaning the elect, seeing that ye look for such things, right? The kingdom. It says, and the destruction coming. It says, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless. So we trying to be perfect to the best of our ability. We ain't trying to have no spots on us, no blemishes on us. We trying to be blameless. We not trying to have nobody, accusing us, saying we did this and that. No, we trying to be blameless. We trying to be holy. We trying to be perfect. Yeah, 2/3 talk shit. Yeah, you think you better than us. You think you too good. So what? At least we trying to be perfect. You ain't, 2/3 ain't, so forget them. We supposed to be being diligent, meaning overflowing with good works. Okay? Repetition. Okay? Making this a way of life. This is our whole mindset. This is it. This is us. Our mindset is fear and trembling. That's it. Working out our salvation. That's it. That's all we here for. That's it, man. And if that ain't your mindset, you ain't in the right mindset. Okay? So, that's all I got. Lord willing, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Ending and giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yasha Allah, Abba Basum, Shalom.